What's going on, brothers? Welcome to another episode of Nate's Chocolate Convo. I'm Nate. This is the only podcast we're building. The man is the business. Now, first things first. If you want to place an order for some of my chocolate, you can go to palmernathan282@gmail.com or natpalm, my messenger. That's NATPALM. And you can send an order through Messenger. Meaning you can call Messenger or place an order through Messenger. 6 is for $6, or 12 pieces for $12. Whatever you want in it, I can put it in there for you. I do milk chocolate, white chocolate, and dark chocolate. I also ship. Doesn't matter where you at, I ship. Now, and the company is called Angelic Sweets Candy Company. Now, let's conversate. You ever wonder why, as a man, you're going through what you're going through? Since you were old enough to understand life, you're always going through something. Sometimes it's your fault, sometimes it's not, but nevertheless, you are always going through something. It's going to be that season when you go through something. But then, you get past that season, you get stronger, you get wiser, you get better. As a man, it's always a better version of you. It's like the movie Transformers. When you see Megatron, every Transformer movie, Megatron got better and better. He got stronger, he got smarter, he got faster, and he got more strategic. It's the same thing with you as a man. Pressure makes you powerful if you survive it. Pressure makes you powerful up here. If you don't control the pressure, it will bust a pipe, which is your mind. As they say, pressure will bust a pipe. That because that pipe no longer can handle that pressure, and the pipe bursts. But if you can control your mind, you can control that pressure and channel it into power. Take that power, channel it into control. Now you can control the power will control the pressure. Now your life is under control because the pressure is on. As long as you live, it's going to always be a season with pressure. There's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much money you don't have. It doesn't matter how smart you are or how smart you're not. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are or how intelligent you are not. It doesn't matter. It's coming. And if it hasn't come yet, live long enough. It's coming. Whether it's something that you bring on yourself or it just life hits you with a curveball. The pressure is coming. It's all part of a grand design. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We saw it with many different people. They've been through hell in their life and they came back stronger. Some of them are well known, some of them are close people in your family, your friends, your associates, people that you knew in your past life. The pressure only made them stronger because it's part of a grand design. How can you tell somebody on how to deal with problems in their life if you cannot relate? You never had problems in your life. You never had this problem in your life. So how can you tell them how to deal with this particular problem when you never had that particular problem? Some people are all around people. I'm one. Had many different problems, not just one. So I can relate to different people. I can talk to people in the boardroom, and I can talk to people that's not in the boardroom. I can talk to that brother with the suit on. I can have a conversation and relate to that brother that's on the corner. I've been in different parts, in different rims in my life. You understand? This is my purpose of my podcast, to help enlighten men, especially black men. It's all about controlling your mind. They cannot control your mind. They can manipulate your mind through different outlets, but they cannot control it. Once you get control over your mind, now you can think straight, make better decisions. Keep God first, of course. It's about control of your mind. So when I put together these videos, it's not just to make money. It's not to be famous. It's not none of that. It's to help you think better and clearer. For me to be able to do that, I would have to go through a lot of things in my life. I went through a lot of things in my life. From the time that I was out on my own at 17 to now at 43. So I can talk to men, white, black, Asian, Latino, and have these conversations. And they relate. It was part of a grand design. 10 years ago, well, I'm going through this. Well, I'm going through that. It's part of a grand design. My grand design is this YouTube channel, talking to men around the world on how to use your mind like a tool to channel what you want and what you need out of life by putting God first. God is your standard. God is your source. You go to Him. He tells you to do this. You go do the work. Read, do research, listen to documentaries, implement what He tells you to do. That's how your life gets easier. It gets easier. The more you let God stay in control, the more you give Him the will, the better you can deal with the pressures of life. It's all part of a grand design. The grand design has nothing to do with money. The grand design has nothing to do with material gain or possessions. The grand design is about you using your experiences in life to help others. And in return, you get blessed. That's what it's about. It's not about you. It's about the other person. It's about the people that's waiting on you. Especially as a Christian man, you have a purpose. There's somebody on this planet waiting for you to get on your purpose. They don't know it. They probably know it. They probably don't. But they are waiting for somebody to help them. So as a Christian, God is going to use you if you yield to Him to get on a purpose. The pressures in your life, the problems that you're going through or been through, He's going to help you use that to help others out there. So it's all part of a grand design. Whenever a problem comes in your life, look at it as divine order. I'm supposed to go through this. You ever wonder why no matter what you do, how well you plan, how much money you save, how much money you invest, how well you treat a person, how well you interact with people, you still have problems? It's part of a grand design. If you didn't have problems and pressure comes from problems, then why would you need God? You have the perfect life. You don't need Him. Everything is going great in your life. You got to go through something to get through a place. You at this end of the tunnel, all you see is darkness. But at the end of the tunnel, you see light. For you to get to the light, you have to go through darkness. Go through the darkness. Once you get through the darkness, you will get to the end of the tunnel, and you're now walking in the light. For you to get to a place in your life, you have to go through something. And this is what a lot of us as men, we don't want to go through nothing in our life. You're going to be a miserable individual until you get that principle. You are going to go through some type of darkness in your life. This darkness is problems or a problem. That problem is going to produce pressure. That pressure is going to weigh down on your spirit, which is here, your mind. And you can either deal with it or succumb to it. I have problems just like any other man on this planet, in America, in the black community. How I get through the problem, I give it to God, but I also understand you're supposed to go through this. Some of the problems I brought on my own. Some of the problems, life threw me a curveball by the help of the devil himself. But nevertheless, I understand. I gotta go through this. I don't like it, but I gotta go through this. I gotta go through this pain. God is trying to get you somewhere. But for you to get from point A to point B, you have to go through something. You have to move from point A through something to get to point B in your life, to the next level. And it's just that simple. You cannot escape it. All the alcohol in the world is not going to help. Or the weed, or the cocaine, or the sex, or the partying, or the money, the material things is not going to help you through the pressures of life. Only God is going to help you through the pressures of life. That's it. What's going to help you maneuver better through your problem or problems is by understanding this is the grand design, this is divine order, and God is still in control. This is not about me. This is about His glory, if you're a believer. That's what's going to help you. There's nothing you can do about life. Life is just life. It just is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. When the trouble comes, you're either going to handle it or it's going to handle you. And it's just that simple. You're either going to handle your problems to alleviate that pressure, or your problem is going to handle you. It's all in God's plan for you to go through certain situations or through a situation. And everybody has them. As a man and as a black man, you have problems or a problem. You eradicate this problem and you go through another problem. You eradicate that problem and you go through another one. Doing you solving these problems is supposed to make you stronger and stronger up here. You're mentally stronger now. Okay, bring it on. This is a problem, bring it on. Lord, help me. I have done that many times. I didn't even pray, Lord, help me. I don't know what else to do. I watch them work. It's all in a grand design to help you become stronger, because the real test is going to come. The real test is the New World Order. When the devil comes to you through people, do you believe in our God or do you believe in God himself? If you want to eat and have a good life, we need for you to take this mark, which is going to transform you to something else. Or would you stand and say, for God I live, for God I die? This is just another problem. Okay, I'm getting ready to go to heaven. I'm stronger now. Do what you got to do. I'm going to heaven. I have been dealing with problems all my life. And every time I give it to God, he solved the problem, the pressure went away, until the next time. And he solves that, the pressure goes away until the next time. This is the end game right here. The end game is the New World Order, where you have to choose between God and Satan. Do you love this life, or do you love the abundant life? Do you want to solve your problems now and go to hell, or do you want to solve your problems later on? Meaning, when you die, by choosing God, you go to heaven. See, when you choose the easy way out to solve a problem through the New World Order, I'm doing a video about that. You have the money, and you have everything you need, plus more on the earth, but you are damned for eternity. That's the price to pay. Or you could pay that one-time fee and die in his name and solve the problem once and for all. Because you in heaven. You don't want for nothing no more forever. It's just that simple. This is part of being a man. Problems. There's nothing you can do to escape it. The only thing you can do is deal with it and solve it. God either going to help you or He's not going to help you. Look at it as that. As the Bible says, fret not for evildoers, so they shall be cut down like the green herb. Fret not, I have overcome the world. Jesus already overcome the world. The only thing you're doing now is just going through life. It's just life. Problem, issues, just life. Some problems go away, some problems will stay forever. Those problems that stay with you forever humbles you. Remember that. Certain problems God's not going to take away from you. It's the only thing that's going to humble you. And it's just that simple. Thanks again for tuning in. Click like, subscribe to this channel, share these videos, but most importantly, receive this information, apply this information, and you will see a difference. As always, 1, 2, peace.